friends, seekers of vitality, and everyone who has ever reached for a quick fix only to feel let down by the empty promises of modern marketing, gather close. I want to talk to you today about a substance so profound, so steeped in ancient history yet so validated by cutting-edge science, that it has the power to fundamentally reshape your relationship with food, medicine, and your own health. I am not here to sell you a miracle in a jar. I am here to reintroduce you to a golden elixir that has been waiting patiently in your pantry all along. I am here to talk about the undeniable, research-backed healthy benefits of raw, unadulterated honey. Let's begin with a stark truth. We are living in an age of nutritional confusion. We are bombarded with superfoods and supplements, each one more exotic and expensive than the last. We have been taught to fear sugar, and rightly so, given the epidemic of diabetes and obesity that plagues our world. We have been conditioned to reach for a pill for every ill, from a sleepless night to a sore throat. In this frantic search for wellness, we have overlooked a fundamental, powerful truth. Nature, in its infinite wisdom, has already provided some of the most potent solutions we will ever need. And honey stands as a towering example of this principle. This is not just a sweetener. This is not just a condiment. This is a functional food, a veritable pharmacy in a jar, and the science is now screaming this fact from the rooftops. To understand why honey is so special, you must first understand what it truly is. When you picture honey, you likely picture a clear, uniform, golden syrup sitting in a little plastic bear. I am here to tell you that what you find in that bear is a ghost, a pale imitation of the real thing. True, raw, unprocessed honey is a complex biological substance. It is the concentrated nectar of flowers, transformed by the exquisite alchemy of the honeybee. This transformation involves the addition of enzymes from the bee's own body, which begin to break down the complex sugars into simpler, more digestible forms. But the magic doesn't stop there. Inside that sticky, golden liquid resides a universe of life and potency. We are talking about a substance containing over 200 distinct biological compounds. It is a rich source of polyphenol, flavonoids, and antioxidants. It contains prebiotics that feed the good bacteria in your gut. It possesses natural hydrogen peroxide, giving it powerful antimicrobial properties. It contains trace amounts of pollen, propolis, and royal jelly, each a powerhouse of nutrition in its own right. This is not a single-ingredient food, this is a symphony of healing compounds working in perfect, synergistic harmony. Now, let's tackle the elephant in the room, sugar. Yes, honey is primarily composed of sugars, fructose and glucose. And yes, you should consume it in moderation, especially if you are managing blood sugar issues. But to equate the sugar in a teaspoon of raw honey with the refined white sugar in your soda is a catastrophic oversimplification, one that modern research is rapidly correcting. The key lies in the glycemic index. The glycemic index measures how quickly a food causes your blood sugar to spike. Refined table sugar has a high glycemic index, causing a rapid and damaging surge. Raw honey, thanks to its more complex sugar profile and the presence of those other protective compounds, has a lower glycemic index. This means it provides a more sustained energy release without the violent roller coaster. But the story gets even more fascinating. Several studies have now shown a truly paradoxical effect. While one would expect a sweet substance to worsen cholesterol and triglyceride levels, research has demonstrated that regular, moderate consumption of raw honey can actually improve these markers. It has been shown to lower bad LDL cholesterol and triglycerides while raising good HDL cholesterol. The antioxidants in honey help prevent the oxidation of LDL cholesterol, which is a primary step in the formation of arterial plaque. So, in a world where we are told to avoid all sweet things, honey stands as a glorious, scientifically validated exception, a sweetener that, when used wisely, can be part of the solution for metabolic health, not the problem. Let us move from the internal engine of your cardiovascular system to the very heart of your home, your medicine cabinet. For centuries, across countless cultures, honey has been the go-to remedy for coughs, colds, and sore throats. Your grandmother was right. And now, we have the research to prove just how right she was. The World Health Organization itself lists honey as a demulcent, a substance that soothes irritated mucous membranes. But its action is far more than just a simple coating. Multiple clinical trials, some published in the most respected medical journals, have pitted honey against over-the-counter cough suppressants. The results are staggering. Honey consistently outperforms these synthetic drugs, especially in children, providing more significant relief from nighttime coughing and improving sleep quality for both the child and the sleep-deprived parents. Its thick, viscous texture coats the throat, while its antimicrobial properties begin to work on the underlying infection. Consider the implications. Here is a natural, widely available, and delicious substance that is more effective and often safer than a lab-created chemical. The next time that tickle starts in the back of your throat, before you reach for the brightly colored bottle, consider a warm tea with a generous spoonful of raw honey and lemon. You are not just following an old wives' tale, you are enacting a protocol backed by rigorous, modern science. This antimicrobial power extends far beyond a simple sore throat. We are facing a global crisis of antibiotic resistance, where our most powerful drugs are becoming useless against evolving superbugs. This is not a distant threat, it is happening in hospitals right now. In this terrifying landscape, honey is emerging as a beacon of hope. You see, bacteria cannot develop resistance to honey. Its mechanism of attack is too multifaceted, too complex. It's what scientists call a brewing storm for pathogens. First, its high sugar content creates an osmotic effect, literally drawing the water out of bacterial cells and dehydrating them to death. Second, its natural acidity creates an inhospitable environment for most microbes. Third, as bees process the nectar, they add an enzyme called glucose oxidase, which slowly releases low levels of hydrogen peroxide, a well-known antiseptic, providing a slow-release antimicrobial punch. And fourth, certain types of honey, most famously Manuka honey from New Zealand, contain additional unique compounds like methylglyoxal, which give them an extra, devastating antibacterial kick. This is why medical-grade honey is now being used in advanced wound care clinics around the world to treat burns, ulcers, and post-surgical infections that have resisted conventional antibiotics. When science starts to resurrect ancient remedies to solve modern, life-threatening problems, it is time for us all to sit up and pay attention. Now, I want you to think about your digestive system. We have come to understand that gut health is the absolute cornerstone of overall health. It influences everything from your immune system to your mood to your skin. And here, too, honey plays a prebiotic role. The oligosaccharides in honey serve as food for the beneficial bifidobacteria and lactobacilli in your gut. You can think of it as fertilizer for your internal garden of good bacteria. By nourishing these microbes, you are helping to crowd out the harmful pathogens, improve nutrient absorption, and strengthen your entire immune defense system, which is largely housed in your gut. A daily spoonful of honey can be a simple, powerful act of cultivating a healthy inner ecosystem. And what of the wear and tear on your body? The invisible rust that we call oxidative stress? Every day, as your body converts food into energy, it produces unstable molecules called free radicals. These molecules damage your cells, accelerate aging, and contribute to chronic inflammation, which is the root of most modern diseases, from arthritis to heart disease to cognitive decline. This is where the antioxidant power of honey truly shines. The diverse array of polyphenol and flavonoids in honey, such as pinobanxin, pinosembrin, and chrysin, act as cellular bodyguards. They donate electrons to neutralize free radicals, preventing them from causing cellular havoc. Research has shown that consuming honey can increase the antioxidant levels in your blood, creating a protective shield throughout your body. It is, quite literally, an internal anti-aging therapy, a delicious defense against the relentless tide of time and environmental stress. Let's talk about the brain. Cognitive decline is one of our greatest fears as we age. The thought of losing our memories, our sharpness, our very identity, is terrifying. Emerging research is now pointing to honey as a potential neuroprotective agent. The same antioxidants that protect your heart and your cells also protect your delicate brain tissue. Studies in animal models have shown that honey can improve memory and reduce anxiety-like behaviors. It appears to enhance the brain's absorption of calcium, which is crucial for neurotransmission. By reducing inflammation and oxidative stress in the hippocampus, the memory center of the brain, honey may help safeguard your cognitive function for years to come. In a world desperate for ways to combat dementia, could something as simple as honey be part of the preventive toolkit? The early science suggests a resounding yes. And finally, let us not forget the simple, profound gift of rest. In our hyper-connected, always-on world, sleep has become a commodity in short supply. We chug caffeine to power through the day and then wonder why we cannot power down at night. Here, honey offers a beautifully elegant solution. Consuming a small amount of honey before bed does two things. First, it provides a small, stable release of glycogen to your liver, preventing your brain from triggering a stress response and releasing cortisol in the middle of the night in search of fuel. Second, it helps shuttle the amino acid tryptophan to your brain. Tryptophan is a precursor to serotonin, which is then converted into melatonin, the very hormone that regulates your sleep-wake cycle. A teaspoon of honey in a cup of chamomile tea is not just a comforting ritual, it is a biochemical nudge, telling your brain that it is time to rest, repair, and restore. So, where do we go from here? The evidence is clear, compelling, and growing by the day. Honey is not a myth, it is a medicine. It is not just a sweet treat, it is a strategic tool for wellness. But I must end with a crucial caveat. The honey that delivers these spectacular benefits is not the processed, filtered, and heated substance you find on most supermarket shelves. That product has been stripped of its pollen, its enzymes, its delicate antioxidants, and its living essence. It is little more than flavored sugar syrup. To access the power I have described, you must seek out raw, unfiltered honey. Look for honey that is cloudy, that may even crystallize over time, a sign of its natural state and high-quality glucose content. Find a local beekeeper, visit a farmer's market, and choose brands that proudly state raw and unfiltered on the label. Your health is worth the extra effort and the few extra dollars. This journey we are on towards vibrant health is not about finding one single magic bullet. It is about making a series of small, intelligent, powerful choices every single day. It is about reconnecting with the wisdom of nature and the validation of science. Incorporating a spoonful of raw, unadulterated honey into your daily routine is one of the simplest, most delicious, and most profoundly effective choices you can make. It is a choice that supports your heart, soothes your throat, fortifies your gut, calms your mind, and protects your cells. If this video has resonated with you, if you feel that spark of recognition that comes from hearing a powerful truth, then I need you to do something for me, and more importantly, for yourself. Subscribe to this channel. Because this is just the beginning. We have only scratched the surface of the natural secrets that can transform your health, and I am committed to bringing you this life-changing information every single week. Like this video so that the algorithms of the internet understand that this is important, valuable content that deserves to be seen by everyone who is searching for answers. And most importantly, share this message. Share it with your family, your friends, your colleagues. Send it to the new parent struggling with their child's cough. Send it to the friend worried about their cholesterol. Send it to the loved one who is tossing and turning at night. We have the power to create a wave of wellness, to take back control of our health from an industry that often profits from our sickness. It starts with a single conversation, a single piece of knowledge, a single golden spoonful of honey. Let's start that wave, right here, right now.